Kane Smith here from canesmithcopywriter.com, and in today's video we're going to be exploring another one of the 7 deadly sins in sales copy. This week's sin is sloth. I'm going to be posh. I normally say sloth, but for the benefit of this video I'll say it the correct way. I'll say sloth. If you haven't seen, this is the 3rd sin in the 7 sin series. So if you haven't seen the first 2 videos, those are greed and gluttony, check out the description. You'll find links to those videos in the comments. I highly recommend you check those out. So I'm Kane Smith. I'm a direct response copywriter. I write for South Bank Investment Research. That's the British division of Agora. And I help course creators and coaches sell more of their membership programs. Okay, if you're a subject matter expert and you sell a course or a coaching program, and you're great at what you do, but you really struggle getting it into your customers' hands, this is what I help you with, okay? I'm a salesman. This is what I do. So on to today's lesson then. Sloth, the 3rd in the series of the 7 deadly sins in sales copy. And sloth is a very easy one to explain. I mean, they all fairly straightforward. There's nothing overly complicated about these, and that's the beauty of it. But sloth, I would say, out of all the 7 sins, is by far and away the easiest. It's the easiest one to bring into your copy, and it's easy to kind of know when it's appropriate to do so, especially if you're making an offer. If you're writing very direct copy and you're promising a result, and the speed of the result, more often than not, is one of the most important components. This is where you'll start tapping into people's sloth and that natural urge to want to take a shortcut. So an example, it's all around us in our everyday lives, like Uber and Deliveroo, Netflix, stuff like that. We want stuff quick, and we want it on demand. And, who wants to leave their house to go and buy groceries when you can just order it online and get someone else to deliver groceries to your door on the same day? Behind me, you can't really see because it's very misty, miserable morning here in Northern England. But I have a lovely garden. Okay, it's this beautiful little garden I've got. And when we moved in here a few months ago and we were renting the property, the garden was all overgrown, and we got a gardener in to clean. I took one look at it and I thought, I'm not doing that. That is like hours of work. So we hired a gardener to clean it. He did a fantastic job. He cleared everything away. And I now have the same gardener come every month to stay on top of it. And obviously you can't sell outside, but it's always kept in good condition. I would never do this myself for a bunch of reasons. One is I just think, right, my time is spent more profitably on copywriting projects rather than spend 2 or 3 hours every month out there doing the manual labor. I despise gardening. I have no urge to do it. The main reason, though, is my general laziness, right? I'm too lazy to go and do it. I would rather pay a premium for someone to go out there and do the work for me. And this is it. Most people in the world are willing to pay a premium to have their time saved or to have a result delivered to them much faster than they would otherwise be able to accomplish on their own. And that's just the way it goes, like, all right, there's another sin at play, like that there's pride. I want my garden to look good. So there's pride at play there. But you will often find that if you're looking at your copy and thinking, right, which of the 7 deadly sins can I draw into this? You'll often find that in almost every piece of copy, there's never just one. You've often got 2 or maybe even 3 kind of working in conjunction with each other. But there is usually almost always one dominant emotion, all right? And speaking to my own personal motivations here, like my sloth, my laziness is the main thing that compels me to hire a gardener to do my garden, more so than pride. Now, I'm going to run you through some examples. I'm going to bring up some examples on the screen. Okay. As usual, there's going to be a variety of niches. But this week I've focused mainly on sales letters. There's no examples of emails or anything like that. But you'll often find a key theme with drawing sloth into copy and using it as the dominant emotion is the speed of a result that's being promised. There's 2 key components actually, all right? There's speed of results and ease of results, all right? We want things fast and we want them easy, fast and easy. So long as those 2 components are in place, it will create a very compelling offer for the reader, all right? If you can have it fast and easy, and you don't have to work very hard for it, those, that has all the makings of a promotion that's going to be tapping into sloth. So I'm going to bring up some examples on the screen right now. All right, so this is a sales promotion from Dr. Sears, and you can see the copy. It's classic. The promising. It's promising a speed of results in a very classic way. 6 sprays, 6 seconds, instant energy, and obviously we've got this image here of a clock that just has the number 6 on it. Dear reader, it looks like a plain old breath freshener, a quick spray, and you'd be minty fresh, but it's not. Inside this ordinary brown bottle is a remarkable natural breakthrough, an astonishing liquid that almost instantly melts away tiredness and fatigue. It's not caffeine, but it could give you a burst of energy like a double shot of espresso without the jitters. So, and you can see further down here, squirt it into your mouth and swallow, and within seconds, you'll feel a powerful surge of energy, a completely natural boost of get up and go almost instantly. So, obviously, yeah, I mean, it's really plain and obvious what's being done here. Speed of results is being promised. Just spray this in your mouth and you will instantly feel more energetic. Obviously, you can see that it's targeted at an older demographic. It's by the picture of the gentleman here, and this is a publication that's aimed at an older demographic typically anyway. So kind of the loss of energy is something that really bothers this reader, and promising them that they'll get this surge of energy in a matter of seconds just by spraying something in the mouth. Like nothing else more complicated than that. Really easy to do, and they'll get awesome results in seconds. Obviously very compelling and taps into sloth in a very obvious and blatant way. Quick look at this one in the survival niche. This is Jason Hansen, a former CIA officer who's had huge success selling a very wide variety of offers. And now this one, it's all mainly in the headline. And you can see it plain as day here. 2-second survival. Former CIA officer leaks the 2-second survival secret taught to government operatives that could save you and your family from a sudden and vicious attack. Now, there's other stuff going on here. I would argue, if we're sticking with the 7 deadly sins, there's certainly some pride. The idea of saving you and your family from a sudden and vicious attack. Learning a secret that's been taught to government operatives, that's very desirable to the reader, and a proud person would want to know these secrets. So I'm not saying that that the sloth theme is the only thing happening here, but it's taking up the main thing, the idea of 2-second survival. Former CIA officer leaks the 2-second survival secret. So it's a shortcut, right? You're being promised a shortcut. You're being promised that you're going to learn something extremely useful, potentially life-saving, and it's something that only takes 2 seconds to execute. An Agora financial promotion here, and James Altucher is a very popular guru in the Agora universe, a legit crypto millionaire. So this, you can see from the headline here, 2-minute viral video released by a crypto millionaire shows you how to collect up to $167 in free cryptocurrency. So again, there's a speed of result being promised. The video only lasts 2 minutes. So if you give up 2 minutes of your time, you're going to receive this awesome benefit here. You're going to have someone who's an expert in the field, a millionaire, teach you how to collect up to $167 for free. So you're basically getting something for nothing, which of course is very appealing to the slothful person. Collect $167 in crypto for free. You're not having to stake anything. And you can learn how to do it in only 2 minutes. So the two key components of sloth, it's fast and it's easy. And it's all evident here in this headline. This is another financial promo from Agora, Banyan Hill. And I think it's an interesting one because in some ways that the sloth is quite obvious and overt, but it's also a little more subtle than some of the other ones in other places as well. And I'll explain why. So obviously you've got there's this product here, Fast Lane. See how I've been using this Fast Lane code to rack up 1 week returns of 16, 52, 89, 137, 246, and even 308%. So promise of huge results. And obviously the word fast kind of implies a fast lane code implies that you're going to get a shortcut to achieving these awesome results. Now, if we read the opening here, the lead, imagine this is the stock market. It's endlessly massive, like a gigantic superhighway. In rush hour, every company drives along it. But with over 24,000 tickers clogging up the lanes, most of them just inch along endlessly. This is why, according to a study from Dalbar, when the typical investor tries to pick stocks on their own, they pick wrong and make only 3.69% a year. That's less than half the return of the overall stock market. The fact is, the odds are stacked against you. You literally have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than picking the best stock in the market. But starting today, that all changes, because today I'm going to show you how to cut through the chaos and create your own personal express lane right through the heart of the stock market. I'm about to show you a program I've been using to find the market's fastest moving stocks before they take off. And it all comes down to this. This line of code is the key to the most powerful investment software on earth. With it, I can determine exactly which stocks are positioned for rapid price moves each and every day of the week, which is why I call it my fast lane code. Right. What I think is interesting is that it's obviously a problem solution lead, okay? A promise is offered in the headline, but when you start reading the lead, he sets up the problem, which is that, even with a visual aid, the stock market is chaotic. 24,000 tickers, you don't know which ones to pick. There's so much activity going on. It's crazy. It's overwhelming. And then he presents his solution, the fast lane code, which is a personal express lane right through the heart of the stock market. So they set up the problem. There's all kinds of craziness and busyness going on, and it's very overwhelming. And his product, his solution, is a fast, easy, efficient way of cutting through the chaos. So it is very much, if we're focusing on the 7 deadly sins of sale copy, this is without a shadow of a doubt targeting sloth, like our urge to do something fast and easy and shortcut a process. And, it's kind of stated here in the headline with the mention of the fast lane code. But I thought what was interesting about this one is that the lead doesn't dive straight into the promise straight away. It sets up the problem, and then the solution, the fast, easy, instant part is presented a little further down the page once they've set up the problem first. So quite an interesting example. But yeah, very, very much this promo very much centers around tapping into people's sloth. So there you have it, right? That's it. That's sloth. See, I told you it was easy. It's the simplest of all the 7 deadly sins to implement. Okay, you want a fast results that's easy to obtain. And that's very, very appealing to the vast majority of consumers in the vast majority of niches. So it's something that you can easily draw into your sales copy, and particularly at the business end of the deal, kind of like what we saw with Gluttony, where when you're kind of presenting the offer, you can really start leaning into sloth then and saying, when you're at the business end, at the point of sale, and you're promising like that speed of results, that's where you can bring it out. But we've seen examples where it's mentioned right from the beginning in the headline, where that the speed and ease of results is like the most important thing, like the biggest benefits to your readers. That's a good and appropriate point to bring it in as well. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, there's links to other ones in the 7 Deadly Sins series. You'll find those links in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and like this video. And also in the description, if you would like some free training on writing compelling and persuasive sales emails, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to that free training. Help yourself to it. I urge you to do it. And thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you on the next one.